Valentine's Day, a time of pretentious pink, puffy, overstuffed teddy bears, a rambunctious amount of red, and sad Hey! Just because I am single does not mean I cannot celebrate a holiday for relationships. It does not mean that I cannot jump for joy at the very idea that I can celebrate the longest and the hardest relationship that I or anyone else that I know has had, and that relationship is with myself. And I see these sad
Cause day and night, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and night.
Doesn't that song just bump? Girl, I'm gonna get with this Fit Me stick on my face here and just, you know, put on some foundation to start off the day, to get the canvas ready for, you know, what's to come. Isn't it funny how even if you're not in a relationship, you still watch the Valentine's Day themed videos on YouTube? Or is that just me? Tell me below if you do that too. I'm starting off with priming my lids with the Smashbox 24 Hours primer. Just put that on there, you know, get it on there. I honestly don't even really remember what I did last year for Valentine's Day. For me, it's like I don't really treat it any differently. I think it would be nice to just treat myself some way and do something that I've wanted to do or that I enjoy, right? Because like that's what it's about. It's just taking that time to celebrate love, and I think that's a beautiful concept on its own. I also like to just kind of drag the primer underneath my eye because, you know, we put shadows under there. The first thing I like to do with like all of my makeup looks is to just get a bronzer, and this one is from MAC, but you can get any bronzer, any brown color, and then you put that in the crease to start it off and to also soften the rest of the look. Now I'm going to use this Signature Series little like try palette, try as in like 3 of them, I don't know. And I'm gonna start with the lightest color here. It's kind of this white shimmery color. I like a little sparkle, you know, a little sparkle to your life, make things interesting, and just pat that onto the lid. I'll even bring it into the inner corner, even though I end up applying a different product into the inner corner. Now I'm gonna take the third hot pink color here. This is the deepest color. This is called Cheeky, if you're curious about what the palette is. And I'm going to just pat that onto the end. I guess that's like the end of the eyelid here, just to add a little more definition, you know, it's cute, girl, and just kind of blend that lightly inwards. Blend that out, of course, kind of blend that up into the crease color that we already put there, that bronzer, and I'm going to use that same hot pink color, but I'm going to go on the inner part of the lid right here. We don't want to go too close to the inner corner, but we do just want to get it on the lid lightly and kind of blend that upwards. Just pat it on and flick it. Flick it. It makes your eyes look bigger because the middle of your eyelid is the lightest color, and that kind of creates like a highlight and natural definition. So there's the lightest pink, there's the gray, the purple. There was like this beautiful deep blue, but it fell out. Like, you must know the struggle when the top of your palette breaks and then the inside just gets ruined. It's unfortunate. You know, thumbs up if that's happened to you, because then we can just like relate together. But what I'm going to do is go in with this gray color because, I don't know, I feel like gray complements the pink well, and just tap that on. Yes, I'm using the same brush throughout this whole activity. This is my favorite brush actually. It came in a Smashbox palette, and it's just, I don't know, I just feel like it's so universal and versatile. So I'm just gonna lightly put that into the crease upwards, just the outer crease here, and kind of blend it downwards as well. This is like what I consider the outer V, although I'm not defining it very intensely. You go one way like this, so you can tell because the brush is 2 different colors, and then you flip it and go down, dragging it into the upper lash line. Flipping with the little cone brush, and then I feel like this one's good for blending it out into the crease and softening the look overall. So this is the day look. I don't want to go too crazy on the eye, so I'm just going to finish off with this little signature series. It's the cutest thing, although it's a tester. This one is like a light pink, Christmassy. Why would pink be Christmassy, Amy? And I'm going to put that on the inner corner. You might be like, whoa, Amy, you're putting pink on the inner corner? Yes. I think it just looks cool to me. I'm into it. So I just like to start underneath the brow and just light strokes, you know, you've heard this before. I like to extend it out, fill in those places that have gaps, to just go right under to the front and then kind of flick it upwards, up and in towards the natural brow. And I'm going to go in with this nice sparkly color called Forgery by MAC. Use that to highlight the brow bone. Now I'm going to go underneath with that gray color, and I'm just going to go underneath on the lower lash line. And I'm going to use the light pink here and just add that to connect to the inner corner on the rest of the lower lash line. On the upper lash line, I'm going to finish it off by using Blackout by Urban Decay in this smoked palette. You can use any black that's laying around. I like this one though, it's very pigmented, it's very nice. And I'm just using an angled brush. And I just dab that into the upper lash line. I find this can actually be easier than using a liquid liner, and it creates more of a smoky, subtle effect for the daytime. And I'm only lining the outer part of my eyelid. And I just use like a faint little winging it out. And I'm actually just going to drag a little more black onto the lower lash line, connecting that upper black on the upper lash line with the lower lash line just a little bit. I'm not going to go too far, about like a third of the lower lash line. Just I feel like that really finishes it off, makes the eyes look bigger and connects everything. I'm going to use White Annabelle liner, okay, and I'm going to put it on the lower line here, waterline. So for the lips, this is something that I'm actually trying out for my first time, but I'm getting a liquid lip cut stain. This one is like a really good stain. It stays on forever, which might just be a bad thing. It's Velvet Goss. So putting that concealer or foundation on your lips actually makes the lipstick or stain last longer, even though, you know, this is gonna last really long. Anyways, I'm gonna go into the middle of the lip and make a line, and just a little like at the top here, you see? And then another line. I'm gonna make 3 of them. And then the upper as well. Make 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna go a little bit on the outer part. And I'm going to just apply that to my lips. Just dab it on. So now you kind of have a pink undertone on your lips. I'm going to line it a bit with this Signature series. It's kind of like a reddish color. I just really lightly went around it. I feel like that finishes it off. Where you get a little bit of powder and you dab that on the lips. You get that same pink shimmery color, and I'm going to add that onto the inner part of my lip. Okay, I'm going to bronze up my face a bit and put on a little bit mascara and see you guys with the finished result. So this is the finished look for today. I fixed up my hair. I think it kind of looks cute just in a bun. Working it like that. Yeah, not much. Nothing crazy. I hope you found some inspiration, baby. So I've gone through the day and the wear has kind of teared, and I want to reapply some things but also enhance things for the night look. Let's do this. I'm going in with this nice brown color, but of course any dark brown color will work. This is in the color Twinks. Brushing it upwards like this. You know, it's gonna match all that chocolate that you'll be eating for yourself. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna go ahead and blend it inwards, like so. Blend it upwards in the crease so it's a little more softer. I'm just going to reapply that hot pink and then reapply on the inner eyelid here. So now I'm going to go on to eyeliner, which I'm using this MAC pencil. Just going to make strokes on the upper lash line. When I get closer onto the inner corner, I like to just open my eye. I feel like that can help so it's not so thick. I'm going to make a light wing with this. If I had a liquid liner, I would make a longer wing, but I do not. And since it's Valentine's Day, a wing kind of just says flirty, so it's nice to have a little wing to it. I'm going to go in with an angled brush, and I'm actually going to apply the product of the crayon onto the angled brush and then make a wing with it. And there we go, just a little wing. That same crayon in my lower lash line. And I'm gonna only line it about 3/4 of the way. And I'm also going to line the upper waterline. You remember this little guy or little girl, whatever you want to be. I'm gonna reapply that onto the inner corner here.
Oh, your eye makeup looks really good.
Thank you. Use that dark brown again and smudge that into the lower lash line. Take a lip brush, some hot pink lipstick by Mirabella. Get the product onto the brush. I'm going to add some to the outer corners of both lips. And then all on the upper bottom lip, if that makes sense, right up here. What that does is it adds a shadow effect, making your lips appear bigger. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of lip gloss because I find my lips sometimes look dry when I put a lot of product on them. And I'm just going to dab that in the middle of the lip. I'm using Beauty Rush by Victoria's Secret. Whenever I put lip gloss on, I just automatically think of the song, "My lip gloss is poppin'." Now we're gonna finish off with curling the lashes and adding another layer of mascara, and then we're done. You can add like more contour to it and more blush if you like, but I'm fine with the way it is. When you curl your lashes, you wanna hold them for about 10 seconds. This is the end, my friends. I truly hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. The link will be there. And comment what you're going to be doing on Valentine's Day. Maybe your best memory of Valentine's Day, what you liked about this look, any ideas what you would do to it. Maybe, you know, get creative with it down below. I love seeing your comments and I'll be sure to reply back. Check out my other videos from this channel. And I also have another channel called Ami Talks, where what do? I do a lot of talking. And I'm going to be uploading a video about Valentine's Day on Tuesday, so come back here for another Freaky Fab Friday, and it's always a pleasure to see you here. Have a great day. Thank you.